So we started International Student Alliance about last year, second semester. And we started off with a normal amount, 10, 15 kids, but it has grown to like 20, 25, depending on the season. We have a lot of athletes and things like that, so numbers change, but 25, 30 is usually what we have on the roster.
Well, I came here when I was 10 years old, and I really did not have like anybody like guiding me through school, through anything. I didn't speak English. I didn't know anything. My dad was also new to the country. Like all of my family was new to traveling outside of Mexico, which is where we're from. So growing up, I was always like very desperate to find a place where people had similar experiences as me. And when my friends told me that they were gonna start this club, I was like, oh my God, this is like what I've needed for the past like 7 years of my life.
I had a couple of students bring up that they knew I was an immigrant. They were daughters of immigrants, so they wanted to start a club where we can all share our experiences. Turns out it really doesn't matter where you come from, a lot of the experiences are the same. And that way we can start like introducing ourselves into Park Hill, so we can kind of start normalizing what it's like to be an immigrant.
My family and we arrived here 3 years ago from Mexico. So when they told me that there was gonna be this club about cultures and immigrants, international people here, I got excited because I wanted to learn cultures, I wanted to like share my story, I wanted to being able to be understood of how it's so difficult to be like in a different country when you don't know the language, the cultural, anyone, you don't have your family here. So yeah, I wanted to like meet more people, be understood, yeah.
So they went to Harvesters and volunteered there. We had the International Bazaar over at Lead, so they put a lot of effort into those. We had a coat drive the first time we started, so we raised coats for the Ukrainian war situation, and those are some of the things those kids put their heads into, and they're great for the school.
I was very excited when ISA got that opportunity because we were such a small club, and when people were like, oh, we want you to like go volunteer over here, I was like, oh my God, like finally we're getting that attention that we needed. It was really exciting because I know that a lot of people that need or help in the community are also immigrants, or just even if they're not, like I feel really happy when I give back to other people.
For kids, especially of different nationalities, to have a teacher that like represents them and the impact it makes on their learning, it's kind of a cool thing to see it all come together.
I do think that Park Hill is a very welcoming place. I think that we have a lot of clubs that give you that sense of belonging. It just depends on where you want to go. The club has definitely been my safe space, especially this room in general. I know that if I'm not feeling okay, I can come here and Mr. Tanis will guide me through the day. So, or anybody that comes to the club in general.
It's my safe place. I met all my best friends. I met a lot of friends this year. I met my best friend here. I met Tanis, Mr. Tanis. He's an amazing role model. He understands me. He's just amazing, and when I'm not feeling okay, or I'm being like, oh my gosh, I cannot do this anymore, he's like, you can do this, like you're doing okay. And it's really good. Yeah, it's my safe place. I love this club.